Hello, my name is Apollo and welcome to Pantheon Talks. Today we are doing another first impressions video and we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. For this video, I've chosen a Webtoon Canvas series entitled Shelter, and it's actually a story that's pretty close to my heart. Alright, let's dive in. So let me start by saying this. If you're sensitive to difficult themes, then I suggest entering this story very carefully. For me, this series is amazing, and it's my favorite series on all of Webtoon. That's right, including the originals. Whenever I'm reading a story, I really like for the story to either make me think deeply on a topic or move my heart in some way. And somehow, Shelter does this on multiple levels. Shelter is not your typical story. Although on the surface it may seem like it's potentially about an average young man who's living his life in a small town. He has a nice home, a loving mom, a decent job. You know, your typical high schooler, right? And see, that's the thing that makes the story so interesting. An individual like this could be anyone, either someone that we know right now or someone that we've known in the past. It's about the facade that we all wear when we're in public, the hurt that we don't allow others to see, and the feelings of despair that a sweet smile can hide. This story really opened my eyes, and I think it's made me more of an empathetic person. I try to see the reason behind someone's action instead of just jumping immediately to the conclusions that they're wrong. Basically, get all the facts before making a judgment. Wufaria, the author, really puts their heart into the story, and you can tell from every episode, every little detail, that not only do they care deeply for the story and the characters, but they put a lot of work into tackling difficult topics like abuse and other strong themes, which are woven together into the main narrative expertly and really tastefully. So let's talk about the story and what makes it so amazing. I think the simple answer is Ruka himself. This character is everything. He's so complicated. On one hand, he's a sweet, innocent child, and then on another hand, he's a broken, sad, scornful, and empty individual. And isn't that how real people are? We behave differently based on situations that we're put in. We aren't always tied directly to one emotion. As humans, we're complicated. However, that doesn't always work well when writing a character. And that's the thing about Ruka. Whenever he does something, it doesn't feel contradictory. It just feels human. I feel like Wufaria could do basically a masterclass on intricate and complicated characters because every character is so deep and they have such a well of complexity. And although the story's only 120 episodes in, I think we're just skimming the surface of these characters and their emotions. Alright, what's the story about? What's the plot? Wufaria does an amazing job in the story's description and includes an important disclaimer about the sensitive topics discussed, so be sure to check it out. Now, the story follows Ruka, whose real life is a literal hell. He feels he has no escape from his problems and basically that he's chained to the issues that surround him and he can never escape. Having lost his father? Okay. Ruka now lives with his mother and his uncle, which I'm conflicted with both characters. His uncle is abusing him and his mother is either oblivious to the situation or is outright ignoring it. I can't go too deep into why I'm conflicted, but know that it's connected to the Nora, but I'll get back to them in a minute. I've caught up to where the story currently is, and I can't decide what things are having a cause and effect or influencing the characters. I know that's vague, but I feel like you need to read the story in order to understand what I'm referring to. I don't think it excuses particular actions because once you've done something, you've done it and you can't take it back. All you can really do is be forgiven by the individual you've hurt. Basically, actions have consequences. And if y'all want a spoiler review of season 1, just let me know in the comments below. Although I feel like that video could potentially be up to an hour long in order to explain everything clearly as well as articulate my theories because I have a lot of them. Now, back to Ruka and the Nora. As the story continues, we see that Ruka receives a gift from his friend Palm, aka the Stealthy Wars, and just a little bit of a side tangent right here. She's literally best girl, and I swear she must be protected, but also, I love her character arc, and I don't think she really needs any protecting, to be honest. Anyway, the gift that Ruka receives is VR gear, which allows him to play the game Vahana, a place that Ruka can escape the nightmare that is his real life. And the game seems really cool. It's definitely something I would check out if it was real, and I'm not even a big gamer. However, during Ruka's character creation, which is based on his personality, an error occurs that causes his avatar to appear like an amalgamation of different creatures. In a sense, this is indicating that he has a fractured personality. And due to these fissures within Ruka, this allows for a spirit or a ghost, a demon, a god, I don't know what it is, but basically it intertwines itself within Ruka's heart. And its influence has brought nothing but pain to Ruka. So even in this potentially safe haven where he was going to try and escape his harsh reality, it just gets even worse. And I'm conflicted about the spirit Umbra, which is basically Ruka's partner. He's possessed Ruka, and it seems like the story is moving them towards a real partnership and possibly even a friendship, but it could also lead to Ruka's destruction. Listen, I'm basically conflicted on everyone and everything in this story. And just from these small instances, the story sets up so many brilliant questions. The things that I need answers to right now, like ASAP, Wufaria, get on this, basically. And I think that's part of the brilliance of the story. Everything is not black and white, and we, the audience, need to decide what is actually happening to really look at the whole picture and determine what the truth is. And I know some of you who have read the series, or if you are reading the series after listening to this video, are probably shocked by how conflicted I am about the story, when there is definitely a clear villain. And I just want to say that I hate the uncle, and I don't agree with anything that he's done. I just want our best boy Ruka to be happy. Okay, so now let's talk about the art. The art is next level amazing, like point blank period. However, let me explain. When you first start on episode 1, you may feel that the art isn't the best, but trust me, the art drastically improves. And even with the improvements, the original style isn't bad. It's got so many things right, like the character expressions, the emotions. You really get a sense of all of the characters from the art style, and the personalities are executed amazingly. Next, the use of backgrounds was done excellently. I've always felt like I knew where I was when I was reading the story, and the spaces all felt like they were lived in. And finally, the characters. The designs for these are so creative and unique, especially our main character's Vahana outfit. Clearly, Ruka can do no wrong. And basically, this has turned into a Ruka simp video. I guess that's what it turned into. Alright, I think this is especially important for new creators. You don't have to have the best art skills in order to tell a story that will captivate an audience. Of course, beautiful pro-level art helps to pull people in, but you gotta start somewhere. And let's just say that I'm so glad that Wufaria started when they did. All in all, the series has my heart. It's beautifully written and well executed. It has strong themes and unique characters. It stands out among other series on Webtoons. So if you're interested in the series, there's a link in the description. Please check out Sheltered on Webtoons, and be sure to support Wufaria on all of their social media. Also, if you have read Sheltered, then tell me, what are your opinions on this Webtoon? And if you have any Webtoons you'd like to hear my thoughts on, then please tell us which ones in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, leave us a like, a comment, and most definitely ring the bell. We'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to our patrons. If you would like to support us while getting some extra content we don't post on Instagram or YouTube, then head on over and check out our Patreon. Alright, I'll catch you in the next video.